Did you know your visas can be cancelled? Your Canada visas can be cancelled. Yes, because I have said it time before now. It is very, very important for us to know everything that surrounds visas. It goes beyond just having a visa. Even though if you are given a 10-year Canada visa, you can decide to travel whenever you like, as long as that visa is still valid. But it is also important for you to also know that visas can be cancelled. And there are cases where people visas were cancelled. Yes, this is not during visa applications. They were given these visas, but eventually found inadmissible to Canada. And they had to maybe reapply. And some were even given visa bans after they were given visas. You know, I do my best to usually come here to tell you everything that surrounds visas because it is very, very important to know this. Because before now, there have been cases where airlines refused to allow people to board to Canada. And this happened due to various reasons. Some, they didn't have hotel reservations. Some did not have a lot of funds or enough funds to support them financially, which is the reason why I did a video some time ago telling you you have to be careful of the kind of airline you use. I have that video here. You can scroll down here on my YouTube channel and you will find that video. So now, you could be found inadmissible in Canada. Even with your visas, they will tell you, no, you cannot enter. And there are many reasons why this could happen. And this is the reason why I have decided to make this video today, so that I can educate you. Because there are cases right now where people, after even having their visas, they could not enter Canada. They had sufficient funds. They had everything that was needed for them to enter, but they couldn't. And for many of you, let me tell you this, it may sound like shock to many of you. Canada can still do a background check on you even after you have been granted a visa. You may have a visa and you may have just luckily been given that visa, even though you weren't qualified in the first place to get that visa. There are many people who may have committed crimes. They may have been able to go do police clearance, maybe by mistake or by one way or the other, were cleared of not to have committed crimes, even though they may have indulged in serious crimes in the past in their countries, but they were able to navigate or by mistake being cleared of not to have committed any crimes. And if you have been given these visas and Canada eventually find out, not just Canada, even the US, that your clearance was not straight, your clearance had errors, that visa you have may just be useless. You know, right here, I like to say things the way they are so that it gets you prepared. Because when I sugarcoat things for you, it is not helping you. So that is why I come here to see things the way they are. So my name is Nosa Comedy for those who are just coming across my face and my channel for the very first time. And I make content on travel, lifestyle, and immigration. And if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please do well to do so. And like you see, I'm not that fresh enough. Woke up not too long ago. Decided to do this so that, because somebody reached out. So I want people to be on guard. Like we say in Nigeria, I don't want to make you lose guard. I want to make you be on guard. So that wherever area you go feel block, you go block them. You understand? I dey here for una. Based on. You understand? So anybody can jackpot. So now, let's go to this video proper. A Canadian immigration officer will decide if you can enter Canada when you apply for a visa or an electronic travel authorization ETA, or when you arrive at the port of entry. If you are found inadmissible, you will be denied a visa or entry. So, what I'm telling you right now is from the IROCC official website, because knowledge is never waste. It is very, very important for us to know this so that you can as well teach or tell other people. Now, you could be found inadmissible for a number of reasons, such as 1, security reasons, including espionage, subversion, that is an attempt to overthrow a government, etc. Now, let me give a breakdown here so that you can understand it better, like I usually do. Let's say you already have a visa, and with this visa you already have, you are eligible to travel to Canada. And after you had this visa, you indulged in terrorism in your country. This can lead to inadmissibility in Canada. So that is what that one is telling you. Then violence or terrorism. So you may have your visa and your country can report you to Canada. Or Canada may do a background check after you must have been given that visa, and they realize that you indulged in violence or terrorism. You can be deemed inadmissible even while you are having your visa. Even there are cases where your airline, you are boarding, you have paid for flight tickets, they will refuse to carry you. There have been cases in the past. So it is very, very important, if you have kept a clean slate from crime, to still keep it even after you have your visa. You may have been given a visa and you think, oh, I can do whatever I like now. If it happens or backfires, I will just travel abroad. Trust me. You may buy flight ticket, reach Canada, they don't let you enter. There are cases where the airlines might even be aware because you have been blacklisted. You will reach there, they will refuse to carry you. There are cases like that. So, and also, you can be deemed inadmissible if you are a member in an organization involved in any of these: human or international rights violation, including war crimes, crimes against humanity, being a senior official in a government engaged in gross human rights violations, or subject to international sanctions. You may have a visa and you are indulging in war crimes in your country, and or you are a senior official in a government engaged in gross human rights violations in that your country, and with that visa, they will not allow you enter Canada, even after you have your visa. And in the past, you may have been found guilty of driving under the influence of alcohol in your country, and this could lead to inadmissibility in Canada. So you have a visa and you started indulging in crimes, doesn't mean or guarantee you entry into Canada. And there are cases where people luckily skate through that ordeal, because usually there are glitches and mistakes. And maybe subsequently they now found out something about you after conducting background checks. Even though you have been given that visa, you can be deemed inadmissible. Yes, so you understand. And also, you can be deemed inadmissible even after holding a Canada visa, after committing a crime, including driving while under the influence of drugs or alcohol, organized crime, including membership in an organization that takes part in organized crime activity, people smuggling, or money laundering. These are some of the reasons why you can be denied entry into Canada even though you have your visa. And also, another reason why you can be denied entry is medical reasons. This includes medical conditions that endanger public health, endanger public safety, or causes excessive demand on health or social services. Some applicants are exempt. So if you pose health risk or health risks, you can be inadmissible. Canada will not let you enter because they will not want you to put their citizens at risk. Then another reason why you may be inadmissible, financial reasons. If you are unable or unwilling to support yourself and your family members financially, you will be inadmissible. That is why usually at the port of entry, they ask you, how much do you have? How well do you think you can support yourself on this trip? If you cannot prove that you can support yourself on that trip, you may be deemed inadmissible because they wouldn't want a situation whereby you come to their country and you are stranded. So they want to make sure that you are capable of taking care of yourself. Another reason why you may be deemed inadmissible in Canada is misrepresentation, which includes providing false information or withholding information directly related to decisions made under the Immigration and Refugee Protection Act. When you give false information, misrepresenting yourself, telling them you are something you are not, this can lead to inadmissibility. Yes. So that is why I've always told my followers and my subscribers here alike to be very honest in their visa applications. Because these Oyibo people, you can think you have escaped. You may spend all the money and thinking, yes, finally I have my visa. And to your surprise, you'll be deemed inadmissible. So please, let's be honest. Another reason why you may be deemed inadmissible, failure to comply with any provision of the IRPA. That is the Immigration and Refugee Protection. So, and another reason is having an inadmissible family member. Yes, you understand. If you have a family member who is inadmissible, that may tie you as well. They may be thinking, oh, what do your brother or your family member is guilty of? Or if your family member belong to an organization who indulged in organized crime and money laundering, they may think or feel that you belong to that organization just like your family member. So that is why it is very, very important. Keeping a clean slate is important. And if you may have bought your way around getting a clearance from the police in your country, just like it is in Nigeria, people go to the police station to get police clearance. If you have been mistakenly cleared to be free of crimes, or you had your way around it, and Canada, they find out that the clearance you brought is not legit, even with your visa, they will not allow you enter Canada. So these are some of the reasons why you may be deemed inadmissible. And I decided to do this video because there are people right now, after they were given visas, they couldn't enter Canada. It is not like they came there with a visitor visa and decided they want to come and work. No. These Oyibo people, their background checks never ends. So you will never escape. even though you may, but it is very, very important for you to know this so that you know how to navigate your path. So this is the reason why I've decided to make this video today. So thank you very much, guys, for joining me, and also keep supporting me. I will keep the videos coming so as to keep you guys educated and informed. So guys, till I see you on my next video, have a good one, guys. Rest.